Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my Minecraft survival series. This episode's going to be a little bit different than the previous ones just because Streamlabs was having some issues. I've seen that some other YouTubers have also been having these issues of it not recording the microphone, so I'm having to record with a different software right now. But that's okay. In today's episode, we are going to the end and we are killing the Ender Dragon, getting this glorious elytra that I have on right now. And then we'll be working on the Mage Tower, that beautiful Mage Tower that we talked about in the last episode. And so let's just jump right into it. So I grab up all of my materials that I need to go and find the end portal, and then head out on my adventure to go and kill that Ender Dragon. Throwing the Ender Pearl guides me to head south. After getting that initial direction, it wasn't long before I ended up finding the spot where the Ender Eye went into the ground. So I pull out my shovel and I start digging down to get down to that portal. It took me a little bit of hunting around the stronghold for me to find the portal, but we love a good adventure. After wandering around the halls a lot longer than I really wanted to, I think it took me over an hour to find the portal. Once I finally got there, I was ready for that dragon fight. There ended up only being 2 Eyes of Ender in the portal, which ended up working out for me because I only had 10 left. I ended up using 2 trying to find the portal. It was now time to hop in that portal. So I dig up to get out of that little box that it always ends up creating. Of course, I immediately end up looking at an Enderman. Luckily, I didn't end up looking at any more of them straight off the bat. But we've all seen a dragon fight. So let's just get those towers knocked out. And after I shoot all the end crystals, I then shoot down the dragon so it goes down into the middle. And then I slowly realize how bad I am at combat. So, killing the Ender Dragon took me a lot longer than it should have. For some reason, during this fight, I was just absolutely flopping on the combat. So, it takes me a minute, but eventually I get it done. And then I grab up my XP, get my Ender Dragon egg, and head home so I can drop off all the loot before I go back to get my shulker boxes and my elytra. If you want to check out me getting my elytra and getting shulker boxes, I have my long play up on the channel. If you want to check that out, be greatly appreciated. But now we finally get into the building of the Mage Tower, which I am super excited about. So let's start getting that built up. But now that I have an elytra, that means I can fly places. So here pretty soon we're gonna have to get that gunpowder farm going. But that's not for today's episode. That'll probably be next episode. But we can now get an overhead view of everything in our little area. I did go ahead and lock the map that's up here. And so once we are done with the Mage Tower, then I will lock another map. Now, the river is not done. We'll get it done at some point, probably on another live stream. I also have a full ender chest of shulker boxes now. Which... Oh, no. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, let's grab some of this. And let's make this back into an ender chest. Did not realize that I had my fortune pick out. But I have some shulker boxes over here because I was farming some trees. You can see this acacia tree over here. I was farming some trees over here, so I got a little bit more wood of all the wood types. And I do plan on farming up some more. But I wanted to get into today's video and start working on this mage tower. I'm very excited for it. The area looks so good. I'm super excited to put more stuff in. Oh, also, we can take this. Oh, no, we can take that off of our list of things to do. Once all of this is gone, then we will add more things to it. But now that I have getting the elytra and everything out of the way, it is time to start building this mage tower, which I still haven't really decided how I want to do it yet. What vibes I really want to go for. Let's hop over here to the other side because I was thinking possibly having a little bit of a spiral and then spikes at the top, like up here, and then doing some sort of like dome shape. But we'll see. I'll probably end up having to lay that out before I actually go through with that. But this area is coming together. Like, just doing these two builds has really made things interesting and added so much to everything. So let's get started on this mage tower. I am once again going to be using netherrack to kind of lay it all out. So I did this by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now that I have that, let's try and figure out the spiral. So I think if I go up 4, 1, 2, 3, and then 3, because I want it all to like look cohesive. I need to grab my scaffolding. That is definitely something I forgot. All right, now coming back over here with some scaffolding. Let's continue with this. So I think the first one will do 4, and then we can do the rest of them at 3. And that comes to our edge. So then we'll have to continue with that over to the other side. So there's that, and then so we'll come up here and we'll come out 1. Well, we'll be diagonal 2, 3, and then it will be another 1. Let's see how this looks. Part of me almost wants to bring it out 1 more, but I think I will wait on that. I'm gonna get these spirals in place with the netherrack, and then I'll be back. So I put in the spirals now, and honestly, I think I may go up a little higher. I am really liking it. I think that this will come out super cool if I do it like this. I'm going to make the spirals a little bit thicker, but they're gonna like come to a point at the end at the top. I've now kind of like moved them from the center at the bottom, and then I have them going all the way across to the other side. So I think this is going to turn out the best out of the placement for everything. It's going to be a lot bigger than the rest of the stuff over here, but that's all right. I kind of want it to like stand out like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and thick it up where the netherrack is and try and get a view of how thick I want them, and then I will also try and create the spikes as well. I've now gotten the spirals done in the netherrack, and this is going to turn out absolutely amazing, and I'm so excited. But I think I want to do the spirals out of bone blocks. So I don't have a skeleton farm yet, so I'm gonna have to go find a skeleton spawner and create a skeleton farm because, well, my making of bone meal through seeds is just not that efficient. Let's go look and see how many I actually have because I don't think it's much. Just going in here. Yeah, I that's definitely not gonna be enough for what I want to do. So I gotta get more bones. But I think bones are definitely the way to go with the white from the pale oak that we have here. I think it'll turn out great. And then I also have to figure out the dome and how I want to do the dome, but I kind of want to get the bone blocks in first. So I guess I gotta go make a skeleton farm. So I'm gonna go do that, I guess. So I went on a small little adventure to go and get some sea lanterns because I wanted to put some in the middle of the tower. So I've now put in the new bone blocks and the sea lanterns in the middle. And I'm gonna go with this mangrove for the tower. And so now I'm kind of just trying to figure out how I want to make the middle of this because I still want it to look very tower-esque. Honestly, I think I may end up taking down the sea lantern middle, maybe putting it like around the bones, but I'm just unsure so far. But I'm kind of just planning it all out right now. I wanted to give an update on how everything is looking, and now I'm gonna experiment a little bit more with the mangrove wood and the bone blocks and everything. I now have like the basic blocks of the mage tower done, so it's time for all the detailing. And then I'm still unsure what I'm gonna do with the top of the tower. So we got some black stone and mangrove, and then we have the bones, obviously. And I'm still a little bit undecided of how I'm going to detail it, but that'll come to me. So I have been building up this tower now, and I decided that I needed to do the roof before I could continue really detailing anything, just so I could understand how I wanted it to look. The only thing I'm concerned about right now is that this looks too different from this, but I'm gonna try and make it all blend in. I'm going to definitely be bringing this back and adding the river into there. And so then it's just kind of like this stone right here that goes down. So then it definitely feels a little bit more singular and a part of its own. But I am really excited for this tower. I think it's come out really, really cool. I'm just worried about it not going into the same style, but I can definitely make some changes to really bring out this kind of feel again. It's gonna be digging and dealing with the rivers and everything like that, so very, very grindy stuff. And we are on day 365. We have spent a whole year in the world. Oh, game time year. And I also feel like the mangrove wood is the only reason it sticks out so much from the rest of this. And so I may just have to switch it over to the dark oak because I do really, really like the mangrove, but it just doesn't blend in as much with this over here. It's either that or changing the blackstone over to the tuff. But I moved the sea lanterns so that they were behind this glass, and it kind of makes the bones light up with the twist. And then we have the top of the tower where the bones come up to. I really like the design of the tower. It's just going to be very grindy stuff. So I may or may not have spent a little bit too much time on the river, and I wasn't even really recording for most of it. It came out looking really, really good. There's only like a little bit left to do with it, but I realized that I really needed to push forward more on finishing up that mage tower. I did end up changing the mangrove over to the dark oak just so that it didn't stand out as much, but the tower is still a lot darker than the rest of the build for the gate. The tower is still in desperate need of texturing and detailing and getting those things that are really going to make it pop done. The river has definitely made everything on the map pop a lot more, especially adding that second piece of the river. And now there is some netherrack in place until I can finish up the second part of the river. But overall on the map, I think it looks phenomenal. On the map, you can really see how large this mage tower is in comparison to everything else that I've already built up. I think it's absolutely crazy that you can just see where that lightning rod is, just in the middle of that field, all the way on the map. After saying that I was going to get this texturing and detailing done on this tower, I finally got it done, and I'm going to call it good on the tower. I've gotten some stuff done on the top. I've put some in rods on there to add that extra detail with the windows and the trapdoors, and I love it. And here's the top. I built like this nice chandelier. I think it has a really, really cool look to it, considering I have never built a chandelier before. And now we have one last thing that we need to do in this episode, and that is locking in our map and putting it downstairs with the farms that I built, because I have now determined that that's going to be our map area. And there we are. There's our last map locked. Now let's go get these put downstairs so we can have our little map museum. Okay. So then there's this one and alright, so this is what our map looks like. But thank you guys for watching episode 3, and I will see y'all in the next episode. I am now realizing how short this episode is going to be, so we're gonna do a couple more things in this episode. We're gonna go get our netherite armor. We're gonna go get our netherite armor, and we're also going to get a beacon. And I think that will round off the end of this episode so that it's long enough. It was just because of my recording issues and everything like that that I ended up having a lot shorter of an episode than I should have. So let's go to the nether, which I actually need this shulker box so I can grab my chest plate and throw my elytra in there. And let's go get that netherite armor that we really need. I can put the rockets back up in here. I definitely need my arrows, probably more food. And honestly, I think I may need a shield. So let's go make a shield real quick. Nope. Nothing has planks. Nothing has planks. Maybe birch. Maybe birch has planks. Nope. And now I have to do the super scary thing of going into a bastion. Which I'm pretty sure I have a bastion just right by my nether portal, so let's just get after that. Because if I remember correctly, yes, there is a bastion just right there. I think I may need to go grab some gold armor, actually. Now, I'm pretty sure it's a 50% chance for it to be in the bottom chest. And then I'm also kind of hoping to get a magma cube spawner so that I can have a frog life farm, like, pretty close to my portal. Just don't mine their gold. Pretty sure that's... Hello, piglin. Or a zombie piglin. I'm definitely gonna be back for that gilded blackstone, though. 100%. Oh, okay. We're not buds. We're not buds. Good to know. Good to know we're not buds. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I see him down there. What is the best way to go about this? Get rid of any dangers that I could see. Pretty sure I have to go, like, down into the middle. Hey, listen, I'm not a big fan of the noises you're making over there, bud. Oh my god, I'm already gonna die. I'm gonna have to make quick defenses when needed. Oh my god, there's so many of them right there. Okay. Listen, bud. I'm gonna need you to chill out. Okay, there is a spawner. Let's go. Okay. Are they coming for me? Are they coming for me very intensely? Let's see if there's anything else in here. Diamond sword, nah. Okay. I can hear them being very angry. And then I see one more chest over there, but I think I get out of here with the smithing template. But free diamond sword, not bad, not bad. Please leave me alone. Alright, and now that we are back, let's go drop off our most important things, and then we gotta go mining for the ancient debris. Mining for the cinnamon rolls. So I've gone mining down in the nether, but I haven't found a single piece of ancient debris, so I don't know if I need to go someplace else to start mining for ancient debris, or what's kind of happening. Because I've kind of gone all the way down there. I think just because I've had so much bad luck, I'm just gonna make a new mine. Oh, hello. Bye, buddy. You and your leather protection 2 boots. Get out of here, man. I don't wanna be fighting you like that, but... And I need to get to Y level 16, and we are at 72. I'll be back whenever I'm at level 16. Okay, I've now gotten to a spot where I can actually go mining for some ancient debris. Now, I am going to be the odd one out. I don't use beds. I don't use beds to try and find it, or TNT. I just be mining. I think it's very relaxing. I find it's a very easy way for me to get like blackstone or gravel, or just like some nether blocks. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna strip mine a little bit for some ancient debris, and hopefully I actually find some. Here we go, our first little bits of ancient debris. Do I got any more cinnamon rolls over here? No, just the 2. All right, let's keep moving on. Immediately some more. That did not take long at all. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back it up, back it up. Back it up, boys. So we're at 3. And let me do some math real quick. In total, so we need 4 for each item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 times 9. Alrighty. We need at least 36 pieces of ancient debris. And here are the next 3 pieces, so we are at 6 out of 36. Here's 7. Let's see if there's an 8th. No 8th. That's alright. And there is number 8. Any more? Nope, just number 8. Alright, we got number 9 and number 10. Nice, here's 11 and 12. Alright, we have number 13 and number 14. And here we have number 15 and 16. Alright, we are a little under halfway there for what I need. I actually think I only need to grab 35, just because we grabbed one of them from the bastion. Oh, here's number 17. Let's go. And 18? Look at me getting super lucky. And here is 19 and 20. I'm really hoping that this... Oh, here's 21. Alright. I'm really hoping that this doesn't take too much longer so I can get that netherite armor and then get the beacon, because I think the beacon will help so much with the rest of the stuff that I have going on with all of my builds. So I'm really hoping that this doesn't take much longer. We're now only 5 away from having enough to get all of our stuff done, which actually I don't know if I ended up counting stuff in my ender chest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I may actually need to get more than I thought, but that's okay. I can get all of that. We are getting close though, at 30 ancient debris. I'm super excited to finally have netherite. These are the final ancient debris that I need. The final cinnamon rolls that are needed for my full set. So I'm at 41 ancient debris and I only needed 39, I believe. So now I get to head back home. I may stay and grab like a few bits of like blackstone and gravel, but I'm gonna head back home, get that full netherite armor and tools, and then we can go and get all of our wither skeleton skulls that we need for the beacon. And here I am with all my full netherite gear. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've actually gotten a full set of netherite. I'm super excited to finally have it. I still have 2 smithing templates. And then I have plenty of diamonds to keep making more if I need to. But it feels nice to have the netherite armor on again. Absolutely beautiful. Now that we got all this netherite gear though, that means we got to go and get our beacon. So I'm pretty sure I have 1 wither skull so far. Yeah. So I need to go get 2 more wither skulls so we can fight the wither. After now already dying once because I accidentally hit a pigman and coming way too close to death a second time, I now have 1 more wither skull. And these pigmen are still after me, which is not the best. But this whole area is not necessarily the best for me to be wither skeleton hunting. But it's okay. We'll get through and we'll get this 3rd wither skeleton skull. Just need 1 more. Who's willing to give me their head? Hello, any head offerings? Let's go. There's our last one. So we're gonna head home. We're gonna head home, and I'm going to do that because I've already died again. Which I have set a small challenge for myself, which is if I can go 5 episodes without dying, then I can actually go and play in a hardcore world. And I have not gone a single episode without dying yet. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get there at some point for us to actually be able to start a hardcore world and see where we can get with that. Let's hop down over to my mine. And I'm not too worried about getting any wither roses, so I'm just not gonna worry about that right now. Let's just dig over here. Alright, here seems good. Seems plenty far away enough from the mine. Grab that soul sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's put on the chest plate. My bow is ready. My sword is ready. Oh, huge lag spike, but that's okay. Thunderstorm immediately whenever I start this fight. Holy. Okay, now he's down to the sword. Alright, easy peasy, got that nether star. And now we have to go deal with this thunderstorm apparently that's happening upstairs. Oh, diamonds. Might as well take these. But now I'm not hearing any thunderstorm. Not sure what that's all about. I'm not even hearing any rain. Oh, there's the rain. Okay. So there was a thunderstorm, but it stopped right after that's so interesting. Anyways, let's get this beacon made up. Aha, it's in here. I think I need obsidian and glass, right? Obsidian, glass, and then I can make this gorgeous beacon. There it is. I do want the magenta glass for the beacon, and then in my shulker box I should have enough emerald blocks to create the beacon. And let's put it right here. 4th, and now we can put the beacon right on top. All right. Let's grab. Oh, I have a diamond. That's fine. I can use a diamond for the beacon. That'll be okay. Haste 2, because that's always what we need. And now we have a beacon fully charged up for us. Thank you guys for watching. I apologize if this video is a little short, but there was some technical difficulties. But thank you guys for watching and sticking through. We now have netherite armor and a beacon. So I'm super excited about that. Thank you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one.